In today's video, I want to take you guys through a pretty interesting new free-to-play title that will be coming to the PlayStation 4. On top of that, we have an update on Marvel's Avengers pre-orders and open betas are set for August. Barista is another interesting title, and that'll be dropping July 22nd for PC, 2021 for PS4 and Switch. And Ubisoft has another event, Forward 2, planned for later in 2020. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, Spellbreak is a brand new free-to-play title that will be launching on the PlayStation 4. Magic-focused battle royale title Spellbreak will be free to play when it launches for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC via the Epic Games Store later on. The game's official description on PlayStation.com notes Spellbreak is an epic fantasy action spellcasting game where players choose a class, weave spectacular spell combinations, and fight other players to become an all-powerful battle mage. Spellbreak features a deep item and class system that allows players to dominate the HoloLands as a solo competitor or play with friends in a non-stop quest for survival. The game also notes be a pyromancer and cast massive flame walls as you fly across the battlefield. Turn around and toss a toxic cloud to turn the whole thing into a dragon fire, or maybe you'd be a storm-riding tempest and launch yourself skyward with a tornado, or pull your enemies into only to cast a shocking lightning storm. Team up with friends on other platforms and lay a path of ice for everyone to skate on as a Frostborn. Now, obviously, this is a battle royale title, so inherently there are going to be a lot of people that are relatively skeptical, and I understand why battle royale has kind of been milked to death, but at this point it does seem like the battle royale craze is dying down a little bit, and now you do have to be a top tier battle royale game to actually make some waves. There have been a lot of battle royale titles that have tried to cash in. They've come out, then they just completely go to the wayside, and not much is made of it. I think a lot of these developers have understood that now, that it can't be a quick cash grab. You actually have to have a compelling idea, and it looks like with the release of Spellbreak, they are going for something that is relatively compelling. I believe initially this one was scheduled to be a pay-to-play release, but they note going free-to-play and ensuring the game will be cross-play on day one reinforces our goal of making sure Spellbreak will be accessible to as many people as possible. So kind of interesting in terms of where they're trying to go with the release of this game. Nevertheless, that'll be coming later in 2020. Next up, Marvel's Avengers is a game that I think a lot of people are very excited for, and pre-order and open beta set for August, and next War Table presentation is set for July 29th. Publisher Square Enix and developers Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal have announced beta dates for Marvel's Avengers. The dates are as follows: August 7th, PlayStation 4 pre-order beta access begins. August 14th, Xbox One and PC pre-order beta access begins. PlayStation 4 open beta access begins, and then August 21st, open beta access across all other platforms begin then. So pretty interesting in how they're going to be handling out the rollout of the game. Square Enix also announced that it'll host its second Marvel's Avengers War Table presentation on July 29th at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, and then that'll provide more information about the beta. Marvel's Avengers is due out for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC via Steam and Stadia on September 4th, and for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X this holiday, so it will be getting next-generation upgrades, so that's obviously very nice to see. But the game itself, still a little bit skeptical on it. I haven't been completely enamored with the gameplay I've seen, but it's Square Enix and they need to establish new IPs that people are invested into, and Marvel's Avengers, obviously being Avengers, people are going to be invested into it. Now all they need to do is offer something of quality, and I think people will really enjoy it. It was originally scheduled to be released in May, but this is one of those games, man, Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal take as long as you need, because this game needs to deliver from a quality standpoint so subsequent titles can be received well as well from a commercial standpoint. This one will inherently do well commercially, but if it's a flop from a quality standpoint, that's going to be a big problem. Alright, next up, here's a game that looks really cool. Barista launches July 22nd for PC and 2021 for PS4 and Switch. Cinematic cel-shaded visual novel Barista will launch for PC via Steam on July 22nd for $19.99. And the game notes, discover a tale of mystery, magic, and depending on who asks, the best and worst coffee around. Hidden in an unassuming alleyway lies the Terminal, a cafe that serves as a waypoint between the lands of the living and the dead, where any one of the patrons could be a spirit from beyond, with strict rules defining how long ghosts can spend the corporal realm before being forced to pass on. Running this cafe is more complicated than your typical Melbourne coffee house. Very interesting stylization to the game. Definitely dig that art style, and that's definitely the drawing factor of the game. Looks very unique from that standpoint, but the game is out July 22nd on PC, so we'll ultimately know how the game itself turns out, but it will be coming 2021 for PS4 and Switch. And lastly, I do want to quickly note We have a lot more to come, teases Ubisoft CEO, and they are doing Ubisoft Forward 2, noting, "I hope you will have enjoyed what you have seen today and that you'll be loving playing these games," said Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot. "I'm proud of our teams for delivering an ambitious, proud, and creative lineup of games, and we haven't shown you everything yet. In fact, we have a lot more to come, so you'll have another Ubisoft Forward to relieve more about our upcoming games." Of course, there are titles like Skull and Bones, Gods and Monsters that we need to see more gameplay of, but at this point, they have a solid lineup of AC Vikings, Far Cry 6, Watch Dogs Legions, and a couple of other titles. Skull and Bones rumored to have gotten a complete rework, so it'll be interesting to see how that game ultimately turns out. But that's going to conclude this video. Again, Spellbreak to launch as a free-to-play title, Marvel's Avengers pre-order and open beta set for August, Arista dropping July 22nd, and Ubisoft Forward 2 planned for later in 2020. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.